All right, welcome back to the JMach Podcast, coming to you live from the Patriot All-America. Today, I'd like to introduce
Sayda Ramirez.
And what is your organization?
I am with Wildcat Ranch, Phoenix. It is an organization that provides therapy for veterans and first responders, and soon will be coming for children as well.
That is amazing. I want to dig a little deeper right now. What kind of therapies do you offer for veterans and first responders?
We offer equine-assisted therapy. We have a facility that is on 2.5 acres. We have 21 horses, 3 goats, lots of chickens, about 38 right now, and a cattle dog that kind of rounds up the whole herd, I guess, if you will. And so we provide one-on-one therapy counseling through 2 organizations, one called Frontier Health and Wellness and another one called Feeling Heard. And we have some social works and equine rec therapists as well that provide these different organizations equine therapy for the veterans and the first responders.
And could you give me a breakdown real quick of what a session of equine therapy would be like? Or what the first session would be like?
Okay, so the way that we're doing the equine-assisted therapy for the veterans and first responders is a 6-week session, and they're 2 hours each for those 6 weeks. So that is the main program that we have right now. So the first week would just be meet and greet type of thing, and then we would go ahead and have the social workers working with them and kind of getting to know the ranch, the feel, a little bit of herd observation. So horses are big herd animals and they really respond from everyone around them. So that's why they make such great equine or such great therapists themselves. They can really read the people, the personalities. So that's kind of the first session, just trying to figure out how to read people, just like reading horses. So then you can kind of get a good sense of that. So the follow-on, we go into a little bit deeper depending on what the group is feeling and what kind of either assistance that they need, that they require, whether it's they're focusing on PTSD or anxiety, just different tools that to provide the veterans and first responders in order to make it a lot easier to go into different groups, to go into large areas, depending on what the need is. So then the second, third, fourth week, they focus on more life skills.
That's amazing. And how can your organization be found?
We are on online at www.wildcatranchphoenix.com, and we do have some social media as well. We're on Facebook and we're on Instagram. We can be followed on those as well, and all the different programs that we provide will also be available on January 11th. We have a day at the ranch where we're inviting veterans and first responders and anybody that wants to know about our programs on that day. And then they would know how to register for all that, including volunteer opportunities for everyone.
That sounds amazing. Could you tell me what the Patriot All-America means to you and your organization?
Absolutely. So this is actually the first year that we participate in that. And they asked us to go ahead and bring our horses, and we kind of helped kick off the I Got Your Six March. So that was really fun for us. But also at the same time, coming through and walking the horses through the kind of the tunnel that we came through, seeing all the veterans and first responders that have lost their lives. It really hits home, especially I know my husband being multiple times deployed, you really can see the somber feeling when you're getting through that and really thinking back and reflecting on how lucky we are to be here.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. And you're in the military yourself, correct?
Correct. I am in the Army, 32 years of Army, National Guard, Reserve, and active duty.
How long you plan on going?
I don't know. I like round numbers, so maybe 40.
Okay, perfect. And how has working with veterans affected your mental health?
It's been great. Actually, one of the jobs that I have is when I was National Guard before and Reserve, I worked for the VA. So I wanted to make sure that I continued my mission working with active duty, then again, veterans. So, helping them whatever it is that they need. I worked in surgery and And now I'm kind of on the opposite end too. So I'm working at MEPS, which is working with recruits. So I feel like I've already done through the whole joining the military, through being in the military, and then helping veterans at the end, which is my number one goal, because a lot of us do need a little extra help or a little camaraderie, and we need things that bring us together and make us feel part of something greater.
So all the therapies that you offer and all the education you now know on mental health, how do you bring that back to your unit?
To my unit, my current unit now, I always tell them to get involved, like things like we did yesterday with I Got Your Six. A lot of the people that I work with live on this side of town because they're from Luke Air Force Base. We have a lot of Air Force personnel there and live on base. So getting them involved, showing them that there's different tools after they go ahead and get out of the military. So that's one of the things that I like to provide through our organization to them too. And we do have some of our own active duty people come and help at the ranch and volunteer.
That's amazing. And what would you say is your go-to tool for conquering your mental health?
For me, it's being on the ranch. There's nothing like having a stressful job, especially when I was in surgery, having critical care patients that might not be doing so well, maybe losing a veteran while I was at work, coming back and just doing something that is just relaxing, even just scooping up poop. I swear that it really is something that just relaxes me, and then it's just something that I can de-stress and not need to think about a lot because I know how to do it, and I know it's helping out for the betterment of the horses as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.